Hello, good day, or actually I should say good evening as I'm recording this video in the evening now. Wow. Today I'm recording this on the 4th of July, this evening right here. This is quite of a evening, a dark evening I'm recording, but I don't care. I figured I'd do a quick video like this as someone that's just outside enjoying the noise and the fireworks here in the 4th of July. I don't know, makes me wonder about what's been going on. I've got to say though, it's like today, it's been a very good day off, and I've got to say though, it's been a very good day off, enjoying myself, taking the time to reflect on what's been happening. But overall, no complaints whatsoever. But you know, it's been one heck of a chill day for me. So I get to spend time, relax, get to play a bit of catch up, really. So yeah. So as of right now, and just enjoying the night sky with the fireworks, the dark nights, and all that stuff. So plus I do have a little bit of light, so I'm not outside with no light. So I mean, this is actually works well with filming. But I wanted to go out and just kind of observe today, because today is the 250th anniversary of the United States. And looking back and thinking about, I know how my parents would say about how free this nation is, blah, blah, blah. And it always makes me wonder and reflect about, as a nation and as a country, I come and think about where we are at right now after 250 years, and the topic begins about how free we really are today as a nation. And by the way, if you are seeing this video and if you're wondering about the whole noise in the background as you're hearing right now, that's just fireworks. So if it's a little bit distracting or you can't hear me throughout the video, you might want to, raise the volume a little bit higher, because as I'm recording this, it's going to be a little bit distracting throughout this time. Or I could be filming indoors if I wanted to, but instead I decided to go out and do this recording anyways. So I figured, why not? Let me just go ahead and give outdoors a try, and give this a shot to see where I'm at for the nightly vlog. So if it distracts you, I'm sorry, I can't control the noise. So I really can't do much about it. So anyways, so today I wanted to reflect on the 250th anniversary of the United States, and especially about how people talk about the freedoms that we have, and basically how much people will come out and say that we have it so good here in the United States, and how a privilege it is and all that too. And to come to think about it, we definitely have it good. But even with the after passing of the 250th anniversary of our country, even though we've enjoyed our freedoms and celebrated and stuff like that, I kind of look back right now and thinking how much of that is even true today, especially with everything going on, and the fact that is that even moving forward, so are we really free now than we are back then too? And I kind of wondered about the nation, about even today, and even I reflect about what's been happening, even in the United States, and moving forward, the United States, in my opinion, has changed so much right now that I honestly think that we definitely have changed a little bit for the worse, moving forward, even in the last few years. Okay, good. I found a pair of lights, so at least I won't look too dark when filming. So good. Actually, I look much better actually. But yeah, so moving forward, and I kind of think about this right now, is especially I myself, that's, you know, thinking long term, and now I kind of going over, and even as someone that's, you know, 31 right now, and I'm thinking, whew, man, that's a big explosion. And so now thinking about where this country is at in its direction, I don't know. I kind of feeling like now, after growing up in the 2000s and the way things have changed, it's pretty much changed. And it's developed a lot worse, I should say. And well, I mean, also, I just don't like where the direction, the pivotal direction that we're in right now, and as a country, because especially with the United States spending so much money on, you know, foreign invasion and everything like that we're seeing, even in the United States, and especially with the terrible, you know, spending. And I've questioned a lot where the United States is heading, and not even in the positive direction in that sense. Because recently I've been thinking back now, and I felt, man, I really miss traveling. And even recent, like my last video, I've talked about how many Americans have moved abroad. Even last year, the Seattle Times reported that there has been over 9 million Americans that have moved out of the United States because they saw the telltale signs of what's been happening. And for me, though, even when I was a child growing up during the Bush administration, and it's crazy that ever since 9/11, and I remember that day, and even thinking about it and growing up during that era, I always thought it was such a scary time, and having to see the Twin Towers crashing, and it was on live TV, and this was shown in my school system back then too. And, damn! Oh, nice shot! Oh my god! Nice. No, that's a nice shot. Hey, I finally got some good footage of the fireworks here. So that's really cool. Well, so I was saying that even last year, and I was just thinking about this for so long. Last year, and it's incredible that you're seeing a lot of Americans moving out and explore their options and moving to places that you know, give them a little bit of leeway and also a bit of freedom. And I've noticed this with someone that I had talked to online, especially as someone as popular as her online, and the amount of influence that she has. It's basically she's an online streamer, and I've had conversations with a few other people that had talked about looking in and moving abroad. And I've come to realize something, that's where the direction is at too. And while you'll never see me going out into big parties or see myself, you know, going out to celebrate the 4th of July like many Americans do. And to me, I'm very much of a private person. I really don't do a lot of partying or drinking, just because. I don't really don't care about it, because there's a lot of crap that goes on in the 4th of July, and there's a lot of basically a lot of stupidity really. And so pretty much I've had thought about this and dwelled about this for some time, and I wasn't sure about making a topic like this, almost being afraid of being scored of talking about a subject like this, because especially people are quick just like that to talk down to people, say that, oh yeah, why would you ever move to another country when you have it so good in the United States? You should be very fortunate to live in a free society. And I honestly think that the amount of people that, what a memorable shot there. But see, that's one thing about the United States, is that sure, we've had it good for so long, but when you think about the future of the United States, people don't seem to look ahead of the future, and because people don't really have a good view. People don't want to see the future or care about their future at all. Because my take about this is that people go about their day and they just want to reminisce about the past of America, past of whatever. And very honestly, that's why, as I myself, sure, I'm enjoying the outdoors, getting some fresh air, and getting the time to go outside a bit. And to me, I don't know, I just don't see that excited for the future. And I've asked myself about this, where, looking forward now, why would I ever bring kids to a time like this, where they're gonna probably have a lot harder time than I did, and raise them in the United States? It would be such a disaster for them. And I come to think about it now, and say that if I ever have kids, I'll raise them elsewhere. And I always think about this, is that, first of all, we talk about hoorah rah freedom, baby, but in this sense, I really seem to look now, and I think that their country is heading towards a very dark direction. And that's why I've been looking forward now, as of right now, that's to build up skills and work towards a goal, what you want to do in life. Because otherwise, and if you don't do it now, you're gonna expect the worst at some point, and you're not going to build yourself out, because it's going to be a problem for y'all if you don't act now and start getting your affairs in order. Because the country that I grew up is no longer the country that my parents grew up. Meaning, when I say that is that whenever I hear stories from my parents a long time ago, from both my mom or my dad's side, about how they had it good, and they've always seen a positive future for us children, yada yada. Honestly though, I really don't see that future anymore, as things are going to continue heading on a very dark direction in this country, and it's not going to be too good. Because, as I'm sure many of you people are probably going to watch this video a day after the 4th of July, because I'm sure most of you guys are probably watching this and probably a day after, and trying to get yourselves together after the holidays. But I don't know. The future is starting to look pretty bleak. It really is. Yeah, and I'm worried about the direction of the United States moving forward, because the future is not so positive at all. And even though you're gonna have baby boomers, it's like, trust us, you're gonna have it better later. Sure, the job market is unstable, blah blah, but I really can't take their word from what they've had into their past, because I don't think their past should be reflected on us, for millennials and Gen Z, because very much so, it's such a different time. And I feel like more I think about this too, is like the past generations have had it really good. They've had it better, where first of all, they haven't had an inflated bubble. And it's one of those things is that this is a continuation of more expenditures, more money, just being thrown at crazy crap. And like back in their days, they haven't had it as hard as we've had. And I felt that now it's in this time. This is not a very good. It's not a very good time to. Or I should say, not a very good time to be an American, really. I don't know. It's not good. And I don't have any good feelings about this at all. And so that's the thing, is pretty much, and that's why I'm just thinking is, right now, it would be a very good time to, even I myself, to get my affairs in order. And then go about picking up the pace and getting what necessary skills that I could use it for the future. And to me, if I wanted to start my path elsewhere and start greener pastures, now it's the time. Now is the time to do so. And if anyone that is getting anything out of this video, hopefully you can get some idea what you want to do. And to me, I choose that path to get somewhere that I want to move with my life. And one of the things, especially like for my friends up over in the other side of the pond, my friends in Europe, they've always talked so greatly about America, about how I want to come in, I want to see what America's like. And wouldn't it be cool to visit the Statue of Liberty, and wouldn't it be great to see the landmarks? Yeah. And I'm sure that the people that are coming here are probably having a good time, and it's no doubt about it. There are lots of good things to see and everything like that too. But what I warn people, especially if you are moving to the United States, and my warning to you is, be warned. So be warned that if you end up moving to the United States, and I'm sure that you probably are moving because the pay is great, and I'm not no question about it. The pay is really good here in the United States. Now, I would say what brings me down a bit is, I would say, culturally, and I would say the social culture behind everything, especially the whole quote-unquote follow the Joneses, and especially about how society expects you to conform to. And that's where I don't like about the US in general, and especially of how they go about things and their customs. And in the United States, I wouldn't want to raise my children the way things are. And if it was me, I would rather go and be on my way where somewhere new, somewhere much more exciting. Because I look back now, and two years ago I was over in France, and France and San Sebastian, Spain. And I was there in Europe for 3 weeks over there. It was so fun, and I was so happy over there. It just it just made me realize, things are not perfect across the globe. That I do get. It's not perfect, but we have to understand is that for anyone that's looking to travel, the United States here isn't all green, green in the other side. You've got to realize that there's going to be tons of issues here as well, and don't expect the United States to be your second home. And if you end up residing in the United States, you'll probably end up being disappointed. I'm just saying there. So yeah, that's my message to all, to all you guys out there that's watching this video. And if you are a first time viewer of the channel of Leon's Travels, this is what the message I have here for the 4th of July. But yeah, this is one thing I wanted to go out and say is just note that everything is not going to be all rainbows and sunshines, because the way I view things right now, it's like I don't want to be entirely negative. Sure, there are parts of the United States are nice and all, and to me, like, even though I do live 32 miles away south from the city of Atlanta, it's not really, I would say that living in the cities are not always that attractive to me. It's never have, of course, but I come to find out that for some reason many people find the cities to be so attractive to them. And I visit cities like New York, Berlin, and there are parts of Paris, I would say, that they are dirty. But again, if you're not the type of person that likes the hustle and bustle, yeah, it's not going to be for you, quite honestly. And I come to think about it is that is why I'll be so excited by when time goes on. I'm going to be ready to move on out, because I really can't see a future where why would I ever raise a family here, and what is even the point of raising a family to begin with. Even a lot of young people, it's not just I, but a lot of people, young people has had the same thoughts about, is it even worth bringing a child to this earth? That's where I have the same questions too. Why would I ever bring children to this earth too? And then one day they're gonna think just like I and say, why the hell am I here in the US? And probably thinking the same way as I am too. Even on the day today like this, on the 4th of July, I'm only out thinking and observing the 4th of July, but not celebrating. So that's why, as someone like me observing the holiday, that's what I'm doing. As far as things go, I'm just doing, just going on my way, doing my day-to-day basis, just going at it normally, and not thinking about or reminiscing the past of the country. Because even though sure the country is young and all, but even that short amount of time of our country's 250 years, I think even though the country has come a long way, but this country sure has a lot of fixing to do, and knowing where to put its money down. And if the United States wanted to do the right thing, they could be putting its money on the infrastructure, the roads, and even other things, especially like having to help out its people. And unfortunately, they're not spending its money properly, and it's like every year the politicians get away with the bullshit and the crazy non-stop expenditures overseas. And first of all, why are we putting more money onto foreign aid? And unfortunately, that's something that's out of our hands, and that's something that we can't really do much about it. And the only thing we can do is pretty much focus upon ourselves and do what we can to make things right. That really, and I would say is that if you want to make an impact, you have to be the one to make that impact and make that change. And that's pretty much what I wanted to go about here in this video, because I haven't done a sit down video or a walk the talk video for some time, because I've been focusing on studying on my coding, on coding and getting my practice on day to day. And I've been doing weekly interviews with other clients and other employers pretty much. So that's why I haven't been focusing on this channel for so long, and so that's why I've just been away doing other things. But hopefully when I garner more time, I'll be sure to do that too. So, but with that said, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I'm not going to ramble too much. All I can say is I hope you guys have had a good holiday on the 4th. I'm going to be out, going to spend some time indoors and game a little bit and all that stuff too. Anyways, let me get editing going for this video, because I've rambled a bit too long. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.